The Dolphins, leader at quarterback. He wasn't afraid to sling it last week.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Bengals on offense, and here is Joe Burrow ready to lead them at quarterback.
And they are in rhythm on offense because of him. I mean, right now he's got everything going the way he wants to, finding the receivers the way he wants to, looking over defenses. No interceptions is the number I lock in on. Before a touchdown pass isn't so bad either.
Yeah, what a game he had last week. Right to the air is Burrow. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 7 catches, 63 yards.
And he's able to pull that last pass in, but this is usually a pretty tough unit to try and maneuver against. They're in the top 10 in the league against the pass, and you and I both know there's not much difference between 1 and 10.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now it's Burrow. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
He's second in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game of great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play. And a second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Against a team coming off a win, just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And Burrow going to throw again. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. From the 44, Burrow under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. A CD, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
11 MT.
On 3rd down, Burrow. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. Game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And he used the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Here's Burrow. Steps away. It's a short one. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
I don't know about you, but I'm going to go to the positive side this time. Yeah, there was a fumble at the end of this one, but what a sustained drive. And if they keep stringing those together, you got to like their chances.
And credit the defense, though. You're out there for that long, you start to get tired, but they were able to get the turnover.
Did you just credit the defense?
I like to credit the defense and the offense.
I like you.
And the analysts.
That's perfect.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. They'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be second down. Well, this defense for the Bengals, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line, he provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On third down, he'll drop to throw. He's got his tight end Fant. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. He'll look to throw here. Buying time to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Looking to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So, Charles, you look at this offense, so what a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0, then lost 5 of 6 and went out in the first round. But I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this, that's when things start to get real for a ball club.
He'll look to throw. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down. Their first possession of the game, and they're already going after double coverage.
That's a nice completion that can set the tone for things to come if they're able to keep finding ways to beat what the defense is throwing at them. They look like they're confident that they can get it done.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after 1. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Back to throw again. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Touchdown! A great effort there. Touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Dolphins post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins. So an 8-play drive covering 80 yards. And it ends with a touchdown for the Dolphins. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Burrow finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
Dancing to his left. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. Touchdown, Dolphins. A great play there. 42 yards. And the Dolphins are going to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. David. And a loose football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. And now, meanwhile, after the dust settles on the fumble, we've got an injured player here as well. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
All right, guys, all right. Let's have some fun. Let's get some fun, baby. Let's go.
They go play action here on first down. And his throw is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
They
scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
You better do something.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
So it's still first and goal, but now they get to try from a bit closer. Chubb is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage. There's no tackling at the 3. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
We all know how much running backs love getting the ball down near the goal line. They think they're going to find a way into the end zone. He hasn't had that kind of luck so far. Ends up not getting in on the last 2 carries. You know he's going to be upset about a missed opportunity.
They'll look to throw on third and goal. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Well, CD, that's his second touchdown already. And how about this offense? 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
An absolute total team effort right now. And let's face it, I don't think he's done. We're still in the first half. There's a lot of time left to go. I don't know what they're going to do on the other side trying to slow him down. But right now, he's feeling it.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. To throw again on second down. Burrow. That is incomplete.
An attempt at a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turning over 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing. But I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
Now a play fake here on first down. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Bengals are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The Bengals bring out their punter now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. This is fielded at the 27. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins taking over now late in this first half. And with great starting field position and 1 timeout in their pocket, they could still come away with points here in the late going. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's going to air one out. He's got a man, complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
That score they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there. unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and it is 28-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. Looking left side, and it's complete. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. One play has them to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Burrow will throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. Connection made with Chenault. And he'll be dropped at the 36. It's a good gain of 18 on a play that originated back at the 18.
Here we go, here we go.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Chase Young in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Here we go.
And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it, and that drops the deficit from 28 to 25. Well, still trailing here, but they do get the late field goal. Now their defense will try to keep this score right where it is heading into the locker room.
Yeah, and trailing at the break, you obviously don't want to go in off of a negative play. Give them credit for that one. Finding a way to put points on the board. Give them any type of a spark, anything to build off of as they try to plan a comeback.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock.
19. Go sweet.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And incomplete on the deep ball. So we've come to halftime after a very... Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the third quarter. And we welcome... Inside the booth alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So now the Dolphins set to take over on offense. Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat in this ball game as well. A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. And quickly they get to the line.
It's a gain of 25 yards. And the Dolphins are still.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that's going to be caught downfield by Fant. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
Unnecessary run.
A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
Following the penalty, Chubb. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. From the 5, 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Fix the Eagles! Fix the Eagles!
Now Waddle on the jet sweep. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Jordan Waddle with career touchdown number 128. He's now tied with Marvin Harrison for number 9 on the all-time list. And the Dolphins take the opening kickoff for the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So that drive, 4 plays. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This take it in at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half.
A CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say.
There he goes left side. The 20. And all the way down to the 5. 75 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
On 2nd down, rushing, and he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. 3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. Now Burrow. Forced out to his left. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Laviska Shenault. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals get a bit closer. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that will cut this lead down to 25. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it was the touchdown catch from Laviska Shenault that capped it all off. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
Miami set to take over.
Still well in control of this ball game, despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago.
Come on, come on. Hey.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's got a man, complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. And one play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Oh, the return is Jones from the end. And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
From the 29, Burrow. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. Here's 2nd and 9. Just a yard on that last run. From midfield now, Burrow. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Burrow. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
And that is no good. And they will remain well behind. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Cincinnati. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Okay, ready? 19 lights.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown. Jalen Waddle, 45 yards. And the Dolphins add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. CD, it'll go into the books as just one win, but this is a really impressive win. They've done it on defense, and here they continue to do it on offense. Another score in the 4th quarter to widen that advantage.
I like where you were going with that one. Would you say, partner, it was really 3 victories today? Landslide on the scoreboard, emphatic victory on either side of the ball. They really got it done.
The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. This is Donnell with a grab. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control what you can control right now, and all they can control here is how their final plays develop.
From the 41, Burrow. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. The offense on third down tonight, they've hit 4 of 7. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Again, it's Burrow. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 42. The defense surrenders a 13-yard pass play there on 3rd and 1. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it. Well, they've got the huge lead now. They have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They'll run with Chubb. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Holding offense.
So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
They go up the middle with Chubb. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Still a ways from the end zone as they come up now on 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Off the option, he'll try and run with it. The quarterback run good for 10 that time, but it does lead to a 3rd down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
They'll run here on 3rd and goal, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, this has been another impressive display by this undefeated team, Charles, and it looks like they're going to stay that way after this one.
Yeah, one of the league's best offenses. They stayed on brand in this contest because they continue to look good at what they do. Just added a late touchdown. Now they're really hammering home just how good they've been all year long, letting the rest of the league take notice.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Throwing again on second down. Burrow looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Burrow. This is Chenault on the receiving end.
Here we go. Get in the huddle.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Here we go. 11.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Throwing again, it's Burrow. He will find his man Chase complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Another one into the hands of Jamar Chase. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. Then he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Jalen Waddle running out, and that means that the Dolphins ready for another drive on offense. This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him? Bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore, because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that a mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought. He's got a man complete. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Here we go. Hey, King, right here.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their power.
So now the Dolphin offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And they are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Here we go.
But we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And really, it looked at times like they just had this one in cruise control out.
Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touchdown,
I'm the best, as you know. And I got it, on my own. Get my way up, get my go. If I touch it, then it's cold. I'm the best, as you know. And I got it, on my own. Get my way up, get my go. If I touch it, then it's
bigger, better. Petty, don't matter. Far as that teller, I pray to God they rattle tattle. Hey, what's a rapper? I started off that, now I'm better. I get capital. I help my people. Yeah.
You're in the presence of the realest essence. I've been serving lessons since the days of my adolescence. On the Cypress block, young buck holding it like we knew it all. Not afraid to do it all. Matter of fact, I look back and do it all. I can remember the haters say the game will ruin y'all. What's that to me? Don't give about a hater. Let them like the in my paper.
They call me Big Dog, riding with the hillbilly. Q-Bone staying with the lip. Really became a boss many years back. When I'm gone, can be pull your tears back. We put the banging producers. You got no chance of hanging. They take the tails when you're flipping the quarter. We ain't slowing down, we crashing through the border.
So let the rhythm hit him, just let the rhythm hit him. Cause when you feel it in your soul, lift the sound system and turn it up a little louder, turn it up a little louder, turn it up. We never turn it down, universal sound. When we move the pound, take a look around. When we touch the town, knock the way, stomping in my big black J's. Corny, get stuck in the maze. We never suffer fools, had enough of you. False friends and loose ends make me wanna fool. That we got another world tour, touching every shore, from Cali to Singapore.
Every day I'm seeing more in the temple as we rock up tempo instrumentals. I saw my dream in a dream, then I woke up. Put the dream team together. Now we one time.
So let the rhythm hit him, just let the rhythm hit him. Cause when you feel it in your soul, lift the sound system and turn it up a little louder, turn it up a little louder, turn it up.
Lights, cam, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's so many given Sunday magic. Lights, cam, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's so many given Sunday magic. Round of applause and you go, that's it. Damn, that's a bomb with a flick on my wrist. Jersey on my chest, that's a team that I rep. Came in as a rookie, now I'm balling like a vet. If you talking crazy, better say it with your chest. Hit him with the right, then I hit him with the left. Ooh. Then the juke move, Heisman, stiff arm, lights out, you snooze. Lights, cam, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's so many given Sunday magic. Lights, cam, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's so many given Sunday magic. It is not a game, it is not a game. Banging on your chest when I come through the pain. Never been about the money or the fame. But when it bring both, so here we go again. Wins on the road, yeah, I got those. Couple records that I hold, yeah, I got those. It's the playoffs, the team just got home. We ain't going outside when it matter most. Lights, cam, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's so many given Sunday magic. Lights, cam, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's so many given Sunday magic.
Jojo. You always got excuses and you know I be on top of things. Punctual my proper name. On the dot is not your aim. Although we in love, we are not the same. I hit you on that celly. You said you needed 5, that was more than 12 ago. Claim you got your hands tied, time stuck like Velcro. Georgia Peach on east side like it's ATL. You lacking, you tripping, you slacking, impatient, be waiting, confused like what happened.